Hey everyone, it's us again. We know it's been a little bit since we made a video, but we've been back in Edinburgh now for a few months and we just wanted to do a quick recap on what we've been up to this fall. It was great seeing some of you over the summer when we were home, just catching up, traveling a little bit, but fall's been pretty busy and we're excited to share some of that with you. So first off, we finally got a couch. We moved here in April. But we weren't able to get a couch, and so it's been nice now as we've been back just to do a little bit more around the house, make it feel more like a home. And with the restrictions lifting as well, just being able to host people, have people over, it's been a lot of fun. I've also been learning how to drive stick shift, and so it's been an interesting adventure and looking forward to hopefully getting a license at some point. With lockdowns easing as well, just getting out into the city has been a lot of fun. A highlight when we got back was doing like a gin tasting and distillery tour, which is something we haven't done before, but yeah.
Yeah, like Josiah said, I think it's been really nice to just explore the city a bit more and having the restrictions ease. Like, we can hang out with people now, we can go out to dinner. Like, it's really been nice for us to have a small group in person. That's definitely been one of my highlights of being back here. But we've been able to go out to dinner, like we said, make food and host in our home, which has just been, felt so much nicer. But other than that, school this semester has been tough but really exciting. I've been doing some more like clinical stuff, so things like surgery and that sort of stuff. Josiah's been helping me practice, which has been fun. But finals are coming up in a couple of weeks. But it's just honestly been really nice to come back here and learn so much more. So just moving on, we just wanted to share with you some of the trips that we've been on in the past couple of months. So first of all, we went to Ireland. We flew into Dublin. It was just a weekend trip, but we did some sightseeing. It was really lovely. We had amazing food and drink. But I think the highlight for me was when we went over to the West Coast to see the Cliffs of Moher, which was absolutely beautiful, amazing photos, and I just had a wonderful time.
Yeah, I think weather ended up aligning perfectly.
Definitely. Great weather.
You knew some friends who kind of went a few weeks later.
It was
completely
like
cloudy at that point.
So rainy.
Yeah, but as you can see from the photos, absolutely clear, sunshine. We were like in t-shirts.
It was great.
For a good chunk of that trip. Another stop on our tour was in the city of Galway, which we really enjoyed, just experiencing the culture, listening to music, having more, again, food and drinks. And then one of the last things we did in Dublin was visit the Guinness Storehouse, which was a really cool experience. And they had like a rooftop bar that overlooked the city. And honestly, it was great to travel again, even though Ireland isn't super far. It was a nice weekend trip. Yeah. Another one of the memorable trips that we took was to Loch Lomond, which is one of the many lakes here in Scotland. And we went actually to hike Ben Lomond, which is categorized as a Munro, which is I think a peak that's at least 3,000 feet. We did that with a couple friends and it was a memorable experience. Yeah, you want to talk about that?
The weather was nice at the bottom, but when we had started to make the ascent, we saw there was like a cloud and we walked straight into the cloud, and from there on, visibility was like zero. It was cold, it was wet because it was raining. And then when we got to the top, we couldn't see anything. So I think all in all, it was a very memorable experience, but I would love to go back one day and actually see the view from the top because we couldn't see anything. And we were quite soaked, as you can see from this photo.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to doing another hike. It's hard with the weather because it can look great on the bottom and as soon as you get into the cloud,
Definitely.
Can't see anything. But yeah, anyways, we also got to visit Glasgow, which is the biggest city here in Scotland. It's a little over an hour away from Edinburgh. We went to Glasgow for COP26, which is the climate conference that was hosted here in the UK last month. And yeah, it was just a great experience, just exploring the city a little bit, but also a very educational trip, just learning, listening to panels, and I had a great time.
Yeah, I would say that one of the highlights of the trip was one of the panels we went to that was about Indigenous voices and land rights, and they brought in panelists from all over, different Indigenous groups from all over the world, and that was super educational. I feel like we came back and our eyes are opened a little bit more, so I think that was a really good trip. More recently, we took a weekend trip to Furbush, which is an outdoor recreational center just up in like the Scottish Highlands. We went with a couple of Josiah's coworkers, and it was really nice to just get out of the city. We did like some kayaking, paddleboarding, mountain biking, playing some fun board games. But I think it was just so nice to enjoy the nature, and the weather was absolutely lovely, and we got some really good footage and photos.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just really appreciated escaping the city a little bit. Like Rebecca said, being in nature, and I think we caught probably like the last great weekend of weather.
Definitely.
Just like no rain, sunny skies, just being out on the lake was a great experience. And I think I remember being out there and just like, wow, the mental image of how beautiful it looks will carry me through as we kind of dive into winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the last thing we want to talk about is just celebrating Thanksgiving. It was a week or two ago. Although we didn't have our family here, we just really wanted to celebrate with our friends, and so it was great to be able to cook some of our favorite dishes and share that part of what we miss about home just with our friends here in Scotland.
Yeah, by far the favorite dishes that we made, definitely cornbread. That sweet potato marshmallow casserole thing, and pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie from scratch.
Pumpkin pie from scratch.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, so that was really nice to just spend time with friends and just reminisce about our good memories together.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty busy fall, as you can see. Like we said, the weather started getting a little bit colder, a little wetter, so we're kind of getting ready to hunker down for the winter, but looking forward to spending more time with friends and family. And yeah, that's about it for now.
Enjoying the snow.
Enjoying the snow, yeah. But with that, we will leave you with some footage of our time on the lake. And see you later.
Bye.